nothing.
I can't hear
Still
nothing,
nothing.
man.
Hello,
I
hello,
can't.
hello.
I think we're here. We're here.
Hello.
We're
Can y'all
here.
hear us now?
Yes, we're here.
Hello.
We are live. There we
You
go.
can't hear it?
We can hear it now, my brother. We're good. We are live. There we go. There we go. Can you still hear us, John? Talk to us, man. Can you still hear us, man? Don't follow us, because I laugh.
I'm about to bust my ass.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
there he is. All right. So let's
There
start
you
from the
go.
beginning, man.
So starting back up.
What's happening,
What's
man?
up? What's up?
What's
Welcome to
happening?
the
What's
Daily
happening?
Smoke Monday. If Mondays can be happy, then hey, for us, they're always happy because we get to come to you.
Exactly.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and you know Fridays. Y'all watch Fridays, so you
Exactly.
know we enjoy Fridays.
Exactly.
You know, and then now you guys got Tuesdays and Thursdays. But like
Exactly.
we were getting to before the mic cut off on us. Mic check, mic check. One,
Mic
two,
check,
one,
1,
two.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We are here. We ain't gonna give up on y'all. Don't give up on us.
You know what I'm saying? So we're always here. So anyways, don't forget Bangin' 832 Radio, www.bangin832.com. Schedule, just go to the digital stuff and you will hit watch and they come up. So you can do that if you have to there. Then we got Tamia's Touch of Care Massage Therapy.
You gotta go ahead, man.
www.tamiaanderson.com. To get with life, get a massage.
Touch my body.
There you go. That's part of the commercial now. So don't forget, make sure y'all check this veteran-owned, veteran black-owned sister business. So make sure y'all go ahead and check her out. Again,
Thank you, Lord.
www.tamiaanderson.com. Tamia's Touch of Care Massage Therapy. And then the brothers from South Park Coalition,
SPC.
35th anniversary, come a.m. at Scout Bar at 18307 Egret Bay Boulevard here in
Right.
H-Town, 77053. You get your tickets right now, pre-sale at Eventbrite, $25 for regular admission.
Gangsta nip.
$50 for VIP, and then $30 at the door for just general admission. And as always, just go to dailysmoke.com to our website, and if you scroll down, all the affiliates are there. You can actually just click the picture, and it'll take you right to their link.
We'll take it.
So that way you can go ahead and support them like they support us, and you know.
Right.
So that's and then don't forget every first and third Saturday of. So this would have been yesterday. Now
Yeah,
this
it would've-
past weekend.
Well, yeah.
Would have been the first.
Yeah, it would have been.
So this past
Yeah.
weekend, and then the third, and then again every first and third, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. The original Blyback Marketplace at the Shrine of the Black Madonna Public Center, I think it's called, or something like Art Center.
Yes, brother. Yes.
They
yes.
need vendors, black-owned vendors. Go show off your shit, sell it. People are there to support you and buy your stuff. So make sure you go do that. And again,
Yeah.
you can go do that at. Oh, and this is
Right.
at 5309 MLK Boulevard here in Houston, Texas. If you watch the Daily Smoke, this really is. I mean, if you watch
This is real.
TGIF, this is
real.
really on MLK.
This is real.
All the other shit from TGIF,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
be
know if
messing
you're
people
gonna
up
find
with
that.
that. Yeah, man.
But you will find this one there, and and you can go to thebuyBlackMarketplace.com, and that's where you can become a vendor and go show off your art, whatever you have. You got things to sell. If you do little bracelets and jewelry, shit like
All
that,
that,
whatever
man.
you do,
All
artisan,
that.
go sell all that.
All
They will
that.
buy that. People love original pieces, so
Absolutely,
get yourself out there and go check them out. And then they also do a lot of other stuff. So you maybe when you're there,
Right.
check out all the other things that they do, and maybe you want to volunteer in that and help the community. And this is all about black people, so
Absolutely.
if you want to help, go help them out. So anyways, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, we got Vanessa's fundraiser coming up.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
that's
poetry.
right. That's right. So here's some more. Let me get to it. So this weekend, you may find, actually this weekend, Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, you can find the Daily Smoke Live. It'll be a special edition of TGIF, actually, because it's this Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Friday.
This Friday. It's Puff Puff Poetry Tribeca, the anniversaries from 7 to 11:30 p.m. And it's right here in Emancipation, right down in that Third Ward.
Something like
And
that.
it's a new venue that they have there, and come check out a lot of different poets and artists, and and we're going to be there ourselves as a vendor, so people get to know us. So tune in. If you don't get to go there again, yeah, you can find stuff there on Eventbrite too. You can get tickets there. It's not telling me how much they are or anything, but just go to Eventbrite, Puff Puff Poetry, the anniversary, Tribeca.
And we're going to be there. So, thank you, Tiffany Scales, the word matician. She got us a table set up. So we're going to be at Puff Puff Poetry event this Friday. And it's going to be on August the 12th. And it's at 2322 Emancipation Avenue. So,
I got 2222 Emancipation
oh, you got
Avenue.
2222?
Must be the same building. It's a new building.
It's on the same block.
Right,
So I tell
right
y'all
there.
what, just come to that location,
Right.
and we will be there. The Daily Smoke, all of the cast, the members,
We'll be there.
production
We'll have a booth
crew,
ourselves.
we're going to be there supporting Puff Puff Poetry. And I guarantee it's an evening that you will not want to miss. So,
Right,
and
right.
even if you're not in the poetry, come out and meet your favorite cast members. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be there representing. So please, this Friday, come out and check us out.
Yeah, so how they say here is Puff Puff Poetry at Tribeca is a celebration of art and creativity mixed with good vibes and good people. And I think they're going to be doing hookah and wine. I think we're going to be all wearing all white and shit. 'Cause
I'll be
don't-
white and black. You
You
know
know,
what I
I ain't
mean?
got white pants, but you know.
I ain't got no white pants.
Yeah, so we might have to. I don't need to take. See, last time I wore white pants was when I got married and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the last time. And then one more thing for also this Friday, we need you to go to Panda Express. At the bottom of the description for today's show, you'll see a link that's going to take you to this fundraiser for the what was it again? Let me get that to it. Hang on a second, guys.
Panda Express, wouldn't it?
You go to Panda Express, but I just want them to know what it's about. It's for something to do with some people to help adults with depression or some shit like that. I thought
Oh,
I read.
really?
But it's the Dear Nichland Project, right? The Dear Nichland Project fundraiser. So and it's today. If you go to the link at the description and you click it, it'll take you to what I'm looking at here. It's this Friday. On the you can. It's available at pretty much any Panda Express. You go online and you order online and you use this code that they have here, 909-579, but it'll be when you click it and then you just check out. When you get there, 28% of the sales will be donated to Dear Nichland Project. The Nichland Project creates a support system for young adults who suffer from depression. So make sure
That's
y'all.
very necessary.
Yeah,
these
no,
days,
and like I said, if that's something that's you struggle with, you want to come check out our
Amen.
shows on Tuesdays.
Amen.
Check out the first Thursday of every month with Vanessa Bowling, Lady D, and she's going to be talking just about things like that to get you well. We want you to get your mind right so that you really can sit back and enjoy.
Tiffany addresses it as well on her Taboo Tuesday and Lonely of the Arts on Thursday.
Right.
So
We're always talking about trying to make each other better mentally.
we're trying to help the community
and help you find where you can go to get help. And if you need help, hey, like we say, if you just need someone to talk to, come sit with us and have the experience and come talk to us. We'll be more than happy to listen to you.
Absolutely.
Any way we can. So, and we really do believe that. This is what we preach, and then we do practice it too. So, come on down, go to the website, click that, the experience, and come sit with us and talk to us about a show. You can just come and hang out.
Chill
If we're
with us.
here.
Absolutely.
Come chill with us. If that makes you feel better, that's good enough for us. We don't have to put it on a show if you don't want to. We just want you to feel good. So come hang out with us for a little bit. And and if you don't mind, we could record it, but if not, we don't have to. So don't think that's if you come here, we're going to put it on a show. No, you just want to come hang with us, get to meet us, and get some good vibes going. And we want to meet y'all anyway. So yeah, come hang out with us. So don't forget go to the description is in the link is in the description. Click that; it'll take you to the webpage, and make sure y'all go to Panda Express this Friday. Order number 21.
Number 21. Extra crispy.
Right? But anyways, make sure y'all do that. So what, you got anything else, man? That's about all.
Yeah,
we got
man.
for
So
right now,
I want to thank all of you. As of late, and I guess this is a sincere shout out to one of our members, Tiffany Scales, the word matician. She has so much new material coming to you guys that we are just really proud to have her to be a part of this platform. She has already booked out her next 2 to 3 weekends.
A lot of people coming, yeah.
To record for her Taboo Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was almost feeling like a secretary when I was calling these people and I'm like, hey man, she want to meet with you, but she's not available until such and such a date. They was like, oh man, I'm like, yeah man, she the hottest thing going. You know what I mean?
Word Mortician, how can I help you?
We all
She
about
can't see
it.
you
We
right
all
now.
about it.
You got to come on
We
this.
all
day.
about
So yeah, make sure y'all check out Taboo Tuesdays.
Please do.
Every Tuesday and every Thursday except the first Thursday of the month, and it's all about Long Live the Arts, right?
Yeah. So Tiffany has Long Live the Arts, where she celebrates artists, poets, musicians, anything dealing with creative thinking. That's your platform every Thursday. And if you feel like you have something to contribute to that platform, that broadcast, you are more than welcome to contact us at the information that's scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now. We would love to have you on here, especially if you're from Houston. But if you're not, hey man, we can reach out and bring you in. You know, we can bring you in.
If you
Absolutely.
have to, you know, or even just the calls. Video is better because that way they get to see you and you get the more raw emotion.
I know,
you see
right?
someone talking and how they're feeling about it.
Now the Taboo
Like
Tuesdays, that's different. And what I love about Taboo Tuesdays, and I think I'm gonna be on one, you know, within maybe the next couple of months, but she talks about all the things that are considered off limits.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
I love
right.
it.
So if you want to do that, you could be a guest on that show too.
Absolutely.
You know, so
I
you
love
want to talk about taboo
I
topics, which are really, some of them are really not taboo. We making them taboo.
That's true.
You know,
Which feeds into our point regarding social constructionism tonight.
Right.
But we're anyway.
you know.
But
so
yeah, man.
So
Yeah.
make sure y'all check that out. And
Thank
then
you so
anything
much,
else we
Tiffany.
have coming. And thank y'all. Yeah, thank you, Tiffany and Vanessa, for joining us. And hopefully you guys like what you're seeing. Let us know what y'all think about these shows so that we know that continue bringing them to you. And as we always say, bring us topics, bring us ideas to talk about, bring us things to talk about. I mean, that's what we want. So you can do it with them too. You know, they'll be more than happy to talk to you. Believe me, I know Tiffany would. She would not more than mind have you sit with her and talk to her about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You know, that's her thing. That's the word Mortician.
Yes. So you're absolutely correct, Bobby Blackhands. So yeah, while we're doing the show, you guys, you know, in the chat boxes, if you all have questions or comments or whatever, don't hesitate to type that in. Like, we'll address it if we see it, or if it's an appropriate time to, you know, bring that into the conversation. So please utilize the chat boxes, utilize the comments, and make sure you hit that like button. We really could use it. We appreciate your support.
Yeah. And if not, like I said, and if you do want to donate, it's Cash App, $TD Smoke. Anything is welcome. But like we say, just watching us right now, hitting that like and sharing with others, that's plenty. That's
right.
That donation is worth gold too. So
Absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
That might be actually worth more than money, even though we need it. But getting us out there is the main priority. So
Absolutely.
everybody knows. But we don't want nobody to miss this. Y'all know. You shouldn't want nobody to miss this either. Go tell your friends. Y'all need to watch these brothers.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
especially if you got a friend talking about a certain thing. Yo, take it to these brothers.
You know what I mean?
Let them
You
get
know?
down with them and see what they have to say about it.
Exactly. And we I know we've gone over time, but we're gonna go and, you know, delve into the material. But we have, let's see, Tiffany was a great asset. Absolutely. So, and not only was Tiffany a great asset, but also Danessa Bowling, who
Right.
has Talk About It Thursdays,
Right.
which
Or
is
the
the first
happiest
Thursday,
hour.
the happiest hour,
Yeah.
the first Thursday of every month. And she's dealing with like emotional, financial, spiritual,
Wellness.
physical, just wellness on the entire
Right,
grid in
right.
every area of the human experience. So please check out Danessa Bowling, the first Thursday of each month. Afterwards, that's when we'll have Long Live the Arts and Tiffany's platform.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing all right, my
You
brother.
know, we're moving along, and we may
think
have
we're
something
growing.
coming on Saturday.
Oh yeah, talk
Black
to 'em.
Hand Arcade, where if you're into video games,
Yeah.
they're going to be playing certain video games. They're going to try to go find these ones that are not as popular, but are very good visually and just the storylines that some people, there's some out there that are real hell of a good games
Absolutely.
that people
Absolutely.
don't even think because the way it's not popular, but once you get
Right.
to playing it, you're like, man, this game was the bomb.
And we got two big gamers that, you know, that's really into it, and they'll actually bring you into their world. So give them a try, man.
You can watch
I think
them play the game so you can see
they're
how
gonna
it
do a
plays.
good job. It's worth your time.
Yeah. Or like
It's
Black
worth your
Hand says,
time.
bring your quarters because this is an arcade. Yeah, we're going back to the old days with PlayStation
I know.
technology.
Oh
and
my
shit.
God, I know it. I know it. But hey, man, so we didn't give our shout outs and our credits due. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. I'm always good.
You straight?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. You been watching the news lately, man?
Nope.
I
Well, no, the
have.
one thing I have watched is, and I don't know how to feel about it, but Russia about to blow up that nuclear plant.
You think they're gonna blow it up?
They say they keep hitting it.
Really?
That would be a big mistake.
Over in the
man.
Ukraine, right?
Yeah, there's some big nuclear plant that they keep sending rockets to. They blow that up, man. That'll fuck everything up.
You know, the reason they even
area.
went to that location was because they said we're safe, we're insulated. Meaning, hey, bomb this if you want to. You're gonna have some radioactive fallout that has never been seen before, other than Chernobyl.
Right.
So they was using that as a fortification system. That way, we can attack or build from there. But if you try to attack us, now you have a larger problem on your hands,
That's
which I
your
thought
problem.
was smart. I thought that was smart.
Problem. If I'm going against you, you want to hide there. It's your fault that it got blown the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's gonna fuck with me too, but hey, if I gotta do this is war. I'm not. You're gonna hide. That's like hiding behind a hospital. I'm bombing everything. You're my enemy. I'm trying to get rid of all of you.
Oh my
I'm
God.
trying to get rid of all you motherfuckers. I'm bombing everything and everybody. Like, fuck everybody. I don't need those babies getting older and then come fuck with me later in life. Like, yeah, I remember you sent troops to my family died in the war. You said, well, that they shouldn't have fucked with me then. You know, simple as that. So, yeah, so hide behind that nuclear power plant. Guess what? Ukraine is going to be glowing from space. Astronauts gonna be like, what the fuck is that green glow? Oh, that's Ukraine.
Jonathan say, hey man, the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago, Trump's house. So
They did. I didn't hear. Well, that's.
yeah.
They found a bunch of little girls in there from that Epstein.
Little Mexican girls, you know what I mean? Usually legal
Little girls that Epstein left behind for him.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right. Well, speaking of which, I got a problem with that Jeffrey Epstein situation, man. The chick that, and I ain't gonna go into too much detail, and yes, absolutely Joyce West, that's what they're doing. Hey man, Jeffrey Epstein, the chick that was with him got 20 years, right? Mm-hmm. Now, let me make sure I build my argument properly.
Right.
So, the chick that was with him got 20 years, and she's associated with all of these, you know, politicians, individuals that got money and royalty from the British Crown or what have you, and it's a huge fallout. And people were asking questions like, well, why aren't we indicting them and bringing them in part of the investigation? She's told you who was all a part of it, right? Okay. She got 20 years, right? Cool. Everybody, they clapped. They was happy.
She got 20 years.
But R. Kelly got 30.
You know? R. Kelly wasn't hanging with those rich motherfuckers.
R. Kelly got 30.
Yeah, he wasn't hanging with them rich motherfuckers.
R. Kelly got 30 years for putting them in his basement willingly.
Right.
And peeing on them. Willingly.
Right. This bitch got
20 years.
This bitch tricked them girls to do that.
Come on, man. I was really upset about that. Which further, and I am the last person that anyone that knows me knows, I don't try to blackenize or racialize any issues. But sometimes it's just so self-evident. You can't do nothing but speak about it.
Right. You can do. That's
Woody
like
Allen still loose.
Right. That's like the one I always say about that one dude in Stanford that raped that girl. Got
Yes.
6 months probation.
Yes.
But a brother in North Carolina got 25 years.
Yes, brother.
Why? Because the brother, that'll ruin his education.
That's what the
What about
judge
the brother?
said.
What about the brother? He
That's
got
what the judge
25
said.
years. What if I'm the dad of the girl he raped? I'm coming after you
That's
too,
right,
Judge.
bro.
Fuck you, man.
That's right,
I'm
bro.
getting this dude.
That's
You're
right.
gonna give him probation because it might ruin his life,
Right.
but he ruined. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the years of treatment that I got to do for her. I'm gonna get it out his ass.
Got that right.
Because she's gonna have to go to therapy now, and if she gets pregnant, and I'm in Texas, a lot of people about to die.
Got
Fuck
that
all
right.
that. You
I
know,
don't understand
put me
it,
in
man.
jail, goddamn.
I don't understand it, man.
That don't make no sense. But
They
that's
swear race don't exist. I don't
that's why I
understand
say, like they say, justice is blind. In America, that bitch be peeking. Like,
Don't she?
Shit, hold up.
Don't she?
You know, let me change
Don't
this.
she? How much money you got over there?
She be
You know what
peeking
I'm
like,
saying?
who's that?
Come on,
oh, wait.
man.
Oh, no. Tip that balance the other way. Yeah, a little bit more. That's it.
Man,
you know, so
for
she
real.
peeks, man. Fuck all that.
For real, man.
But that's usually what it is.
You know what else I saw this week? They caught my attention.
You know what I wanted to say?
You got
Hey,
it.
Joyce,
You got
what
it.
they looking for ballots at Key Largo.
I'll be right back. I promise.
Yeah, they're looking for them missing ballots that he said people cheated
right
on.
back.
He got them all at his crib there at Key Largo. That's crazy. That's great. That's what they're looking for. Did they say what they found, John? Or they just went and raided? I wonder what they are looking for. Just anything. Somebody, I guess Trump's days is numbered because they starting to go after his ass.
Yeah.
You know, or when it's or it'll be different. You know, later on. Because it's always the same shit. We do this, they do this, they do this, the same shit. We never get anywhere because these mugs are fighting over the same bullshit. At least that's how I see it. He's in Florida. Maybe they'll find some Pablo Escobar's drug money in his property somewhere and shit. They can get him on. They can get him on that shit. Something. Find something.
What it is?
No, the shit they looking for at Trump's crib.
Oh yeah.
I was saying maybe they'll find some of that old Escobar money on his property somewhere.
Possibly. It's
He
all
had so much money, it was all over the fucking place.
It's all at Bush Senior House.
Right?
You know what I mean? But
Is
yeah,
that what that
man.
mound is next to his house?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Houston, he got a mound next to his house.
Oh, we got a call?
Do we?
Watch it be John.
It's Jam, sure
I
enough.
figured that.
What's up, man? What's up?
To accept,
You gotta
press
accept
1.
it,
Oh.
bro.
Send a voicemail, press 2.
He said it's Jam. What's up, man?
What's happening? What's happening?
No, I was just gonna call and say real quick about the whole Trump FBI raid. Nobody knows yet what they was looking for. They haven't made no announcement. They basically, I heard it when I was on my way home, and they said basically the FBI just showed up, bust the door down, and was like, "Nah, we coming in." But they haven't said. Nobody knows what they was looking for. And nobody knows what they found yet.
Check the basement. The little girls are in the basement.
Next to Kennedy's brain.
Next to Kennedy's brains.
But like this, it just happened. Like when I heard it, it was like breaking news.
Oh, shit. So it's happening right now.
Yeah, so like that just happened.
They're going to find two other daughters tied up.
What all the dirty shit he up to, man? Ain't no telling what they gonna find if they look hard enough at his house.
Mm.
If he would be like me, though, I'd have a pocket full of money. So when one dude goes in a room like, here, man, don't look too hard.
Man,
Give him the money, he won't look too hard.
Trump bulletproof, man. Trump is
He's one of them, man.
He good.
He's
Trump
pretty
is
much one of
bulletproof,
them.
He good.
But yeah, no, so thanks for calling, man. We need more of y'all to call in. Let us know what's
call
going
in.
on.
Talk to us.
You know, but yeah, that I didn't know that one. But like I said, I heard the one about the Russians trying to blow up that thing. But other than that, the news too much. Sometimes I watch a little something. The next time I watch, it's different than what I just watched earlier.
That's
Like,
why I'm glad we're going to
fuck?
talk about social constructionism.
You know?
tonight. That's exactly why I'm glad we're going to have this conversation.
That shit can't fuck with me because I don't be watching y'all shit. You know,
It still get to you. It still
somehow or
reach you.
another,
Still
dude,
reach you.
it finds your way. But anyways, yeah, man, you want to stay for the conversation? What you know about this thing?
I might chime in later. I'm still trying to get my daughter situated. So
No doubt.
but I'm listening though. Don't worry.
Hey, brother,
All right, cool.
our,
Hopefully
our
everything is
prayers
good,
are with you
man.
and your family, man. And tell your daughter we got her. She good.
Yeah.
Tell your daughter we
All
got
right,
her.
man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
All right, man. Later.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive into what we're going to talk about tonight. This is a really heavy subject, and I want to throw out a couple of disclaimers before we start talking. What we are talking about tonight is something that most of our viewers are probably not too familiar with. But as we talk about it, it's going to be so plain and so common sense. You're going to be like, I didn't know that that's what it was called, but I always had that feeling regarding what you're talking about. I just didn't know how to articulate it.
Right.
So that's number one. Number two, I am sure, and I really mean this with all of my heart, there's no false modesty. I'm sure there are people watching this that are way more intelligent and informed on what we're going to talk about tonight. But we're going to present it in a certain way where if someone is totally uninitiated to the subject matter, they will grasp it.
Right.
And that is exactly who we're speaking to. Okay? All right. So tonight's subject is 2 + 2 = 5. Welcome to social constructionism. Before we talk about what it is, hey man, what was your thoughts and feelings when you first saw the title and then you saw the write-up and everything? What were your thoughts on it, man?
When I first saw them, 2 + 2 = 5, and I remember a while back you had mentioned that before. Think about this where they say this, but it's, This is what they make some people believe because that's all they know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
I saw that, it hit me. Like, okay, you're gonna talk about that. I remember we talked about that a while back.
Yeah.
Then I looked into it. Like I said, I really don't know too much about it.
You know enough. You do.
And my
you know
thing
enough.
is, you know, okay, 2 + 2 is 5. Okay, with other shit, maybe you can get me, but with numbers, too late. I already know that. There's 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So if you tell me 2 + 2 is 5, one of those 2's equals 3.
Okay.
That don't make sense. So show me the 3, not the 2.
Okay.
But then I can think of, okay, well, if way back, they're telling no, these 2 and these 2 make 5 of these. So in
Okay.
other words, the number for 4 is really 5.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so
you're
we're
heading in the right direction.
We're saying
Yes.
that the number 4, we say it as 5. And as you grow up that way, you'll know a 2 and a 2 is really a 1 and a 1. But that's what we call them 2s. We don't call it a 1.
You're headed in the right
You
direction.
know, so I'll show you.
Absolutely.
Here's 2 phones.
Okay. 1, 2. Got 2.
No, just the
Oh,
one.
just this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
So this is 2.
phones. This is 2.
Okay. Got you. Got you.
This
This
is
is
two.
2. Okay.
So
Got
in other
you.
words, you have
Gotcha.
that, that's 2, right?
Right.
That's 2. So if you pick up your phone, now you
Okay.
have 4 phones.
Now I have 4.
Right.
Got you. Okay. Because
You
this
know,
is how we classify
This
2.
is how we say this is 2. Whenever someone hands you a single item,
Uh-huh.
it's considered the word for a single item is 2.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
The word for a single
Yes.
item in our
Yes.
what we're trying to make it
Yes.
is 2.
Yes.
So here's 2 phones.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
if you're from my planet, it's like, nigga, you owe me another phone, man. What the fuck?
Right. Right.
2 is 2 different things.
Right.
Two
Right.
objects. What do you mean?
It's more than one.
Object. Yeah,
it's more than one.
But not for us. For us, that means
2.
2 objects.
Right.
You know, so the more objects you get, you just keep adding 2 + 2 + 2 + 2.
Okay, so everyone, I know you all are listening to this conversation. This is what we don't want you to walk away with. I don't want you to think you're looking at and listening to people that are high, having
Right.
high conversation.
Right.
That's not what we're having. We're having a legitimate conversation regarding the basis of social constructionism.
Plus, those people that get high didn't come up with this shit.
No, they didn't.
These were
It's not
people
a
that
fact.
didn't get high. that
Very
came up with
intelligent
this
individuals.
shit.
Very
There you
intelligent
go.
and informed. So the reason I thought it was important that we talk about is because we as human beings have a tendency to interpret. We have a tendency to interpret and relate to the world as we know it in terms of absolutes. And this is what I mean.
Is it real?
It's exactly. It's a theory that is attacking your understanding of reality. Now, I need you all to follow us on this. If you don't follow us on this, or you making spaghetti right now, you changing the baby's pamper, or you whatever it is you're doing, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss the whole conversation. And this conversation we're about to have is critical to critical thinking. And this
Even
is
more
not
than
something we made up.
Even
This,
more than ever.
you know what I mean? This
We've
is
had
not
this shit
something,
before.
exactly. This is not something we made up. Okay, let's dive into it. If I asked you right now, I want you to play along with me since none of our callers are calling in. Viewers are not calling in. Somebody's calling in? Oh, so if I asked you right now, let me ask Bobby Black Hands. Brother Black Hands, what am I sitting on right now?
There will be a seat, sir.
A seat, a couch?
It's a table.
Why a
Call
table?
You say it's a table.
But a table is things you put things on top of.
We do a thing. You're on top of it.
Just walk with us, Joyce Horton West. Just walk with us. I promise you, we're gonna walk you step by step through this whole process. Because the implications are bigger than they know. This is a table. He said it's a couch.
Right.
Who's right?
Well, we can make it real.
Depending on what you put on top of it. So if you put your butt on top of it, it's a seat or a chair to me, or a couch.
Now, see, to us, is anything you put on top of something is a table.
Who's right? That's the question.
Right.
His interpretation of what this is a couch. Your interpretation of what this is a table. Now, let's just say you're from the land of Losin, you're from the land of Bobby Black Hands, right? And we have this in the middle of you. You do understand he's going to sit his butt on it and you're going to put your food on it. It's a table to you. right? Okay. Now, the whole basis of social constructionism, if you can keep that example that we just gave you in mind, the basis of social constructionism is this. Everything in the world that you relate to on a daily basis, it is the product of what you've been told it is, and may not be what it really is.
It may not be real.
It may not be. It's real,
I mean,
but what you're saying it is something different.
Right.
Because you said a table, we're sitting our butts on it. You said a table, he said a couch, but you will eat on the table. So if this is a table,
but we'll sit on a table.
okay, you sit on a table.
Anything that you can place an object on
top
an
of.
object,
Okay,
I can sit on or place
Follow
on.
me.
So I
Okay.
place myself on the table. That's what we call something you place anything on, including yourself.
let me ask you this. So
They
when
don't
you
think I'm on heroin.
no. That's the beauty of it. That's why I'm glad we have this
coming up
conversation.
with shit.
No, you're right though, but you're dead right. I promise you,
I'm
man.
not on heroin. Check it out. I got no
promise you,
tracks.
man.
I got no tracks.
I promise you,
So
man.
I'm not out there.
I
I'm
promise
not in-
you.
I'm not in low.
I promise you, man. I promise you, man. You're dead on it. She said a matter of perspective. I promise you're on it. Just follow me and walk with me. You don't have to agree with me. Just walk with me. If it was time to eat, would you sit on the table or would you put your food on top of the table?
We put our food on top.
Correct. You wouldn't sit on the table. As in terms of how you understand a table, right?
Right.
Okay.
We don't sit on it.
That same object, this thing right here. Brother Blackhand said it's a couch. Work for you? Okay. This is a seat or a chair, which means we put our butts on it to support us.
But the way it's built, we consider it a couch.
But you would consider the table where if you put your butt on top of where we're eating, that's offensive
To you.
It would be offensive to you if somebody
No.
set their butt right next to your food.
Not in this lot of land.
But it's not
That's why
all
we
it's
call it-
real.
It's a table.
Okay, it's a table. But you
That's a
eat on
table.
top of a
You
table.
sit on the table too.
You can sit on a table.
We're saying anything you place anything on,
Okay.
including yourself, is
Okay.
considered a table.
Okay.
Whether it's a couch, a chair,
Okay.
we call that a table.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Okay.
That's the reality we know. We don't know his reality,
Well, he already said it's reality.
but we don't know that.
But he said it.
I'm saying.
He's saying it.
No, I know it. I'm saying the reality over here.
We have a different perspective, don't we?
Right.
Okay. Now, I'm not asking, first and foremost, before we go any further, I'm not asking anyone to think outside of what they normally would think. Matter of fact, I would prefer if you just be honest, like this is how you engage things in the real world.
Yeah.
So if you're saying this is a couch, I would never expect you, Bobby, to pull up a chair and put a plate on here and eat here.
Right.
I would never expect that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you, brother. If you're saying that this is a table, I would never expect to come to this home and see your wife and kids sitting on top of it. Right?
Right.
It's a table.
Right.
So if it's a table, you're eating off of it. Right? It's a table. How you engage tables.
Right.
Okay, all right. That's very important. The reason we're going and making sure we're clarifying our terms so much because we're trying to show you the difference in reality. He said it's a table. He said it's a couch. The question is, what is it? That's the question. What is it? Social constructionism is this. Nothing in and of itself has a reality in and of itself other than the meaning we give it.
Right.
That is a very basic, rudimentary approach towards understanding. It could be absolutely, it would be considered unsanitary if it's a table. I'm glad you said that, Joyce. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm so glad you said that. So, if things in the natural world are only what they are because that's what we agree what they are. The question becomes, what is reality? Right? When the 1800s, when late 1700s, 1800s, no, 16, 1700s, I'm sorry. When the Europeans came to America where the indigenous people were already residing, they had customs and relationships with the natural world that Europeans could not relate to. Not because either one was right in and of themselves. They say they see a deer in the sky. We see Orion, right? They see a deer. They look up in the sky. They say that's the bear. You know what I mean? We see a bear. Now the stars are there. The stars are there. They don't look one way or another. The stars are there. They're there.
It looks like a damn.
But
bear.
you see a bear or a deer, and I see Orion.
Something you gave a name to.
Something we gave a name to, right? So the question becomes, what are we looking at?
Cloud gazing. And if you look at a cloud, I see one thing, you see something totally different.
Exactly. Have you seen those commercials? Not commercials, but have you seen those promotions? Where not promotions, but memes where they have a picture and they may say, "Hey man, do you see a horse?" Like, no, I don't see a horse. Right. Only see clouds. But after they draw it out and be like, "Hey, look here, look there, whatever." Now you switch your mind state, and you're like, "Oh, that is a horse."
Right.
Right? Okay. That is a fundamental approach towards social constructionism. Now, if we understand, agreed is the key word, exactly. So, social constructionism's whole argument is this: the world and reality has no specific defined definition or purpose. It is what we agree what it is. That's heavy. Before we agree, let's make sure we understand how heavy that is. Because this is what social constructionism is saying. Hey man, your entire society is based on just mob rule. Right? Your whole understanding of reality. Now, I mean this, and I hope we don't go too deep on them, Lowe's. You have to understand they're attacking. We're attacking. We're addressing. We're questioning your fundamental building blocks of what has made your reality. Here we go. Now, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not picking on this particular group. I think this particular group is making the argument. I have rebuttals to it, but let's follow the fundamental argument. No, it's not an optical illusion. Joyce Horton West says it's an optical illusion. No. That's to miss the point.
What did she say about the drawing of the horse and stuff?
But that's not an optical illusion.
No, right?
It's how you see.
Right, because it's there.
It's there. It's there. The shape is there.
I'm seeing a cloud.
But how you see it is what we're discussing.
Okay.
If I've never seen a horse and someone says, "Hey man, look at those horses in the sky," I won't be able to find it.
Every time you see clouds, you say, "Look, horses."
I can't. But if I've never seen a horse, I don't know what we're looking for.
Somebody told you that's a horse.
Okay, so if someone told me that that's a horse, then you have to show me a horse in real life in order for me to understand that that's what you're looking at. But if I never saw a horse, speaking to the indigenous people, the Native Americans prior to the Europeans, they never saw a horse. So when they go up there, and they're like, "No, I don't see what you're looking at." Because we have no frame of reference.
What's a horse?
What the hell is a horse?
Unless I'm telling you that right there in the sky, that's a horse.
Okay.
Now you're seeing it live. That is a horse.
So,
But my perception doesn't see it. My
Right.
perception is like, I don't know
Right.
what I'm looking at.
right, which makes, I want to follow up Bobby Blackhand's point.
I'm just saying that cloud, that thing, that's what I'm telling you. That's a horse.
But when you look at a real horse,
But you don't know what a real horse is.
That's
Now
my
you
point.
think that's a real horse.
that's my point. Exactly.
Every time
That's
you
my
look in the
point.
cloud, you're going to say, look, horses.
I have no frame of reference.
So you don't know. Somebody told me that that's a horse.
I have no frame of reference. So you know what happens from that point of view? Every time I look up in the sky and there's a cloud, I'm going to go horse.
Right. Right. You can say
But it's a cloud. But you know why it's a cloud? I know Tiffany is loving this conversation
because
right
of,
now.
because of what we say it is.
It's because we agreed that those fluffy looking things that are passing in the horizon, those are clouds.
We've called them for millennia.
That's just what we call them. Now let's look at the words. Let's look at how social constructionism affects our words.
Almost like cavemen. They didn't know what the fuck that was.
They didn't.
They had no name for
They had no idea.
them things up there.
They had no idea.
You know,
They had
when
no
turned
idea.
Dark and black, they knew, yo, that whatever that is mad. Let's go.
They had
It's raining
no.
on us.
The early
Fire,
caveman, the
yo.
early black man in the African
Had no
savannas,
clue what
we
the-
had no idea.
what was there.
What was there.
Stars were or nothing.
But at some point in time, a group of people got together and said, that what we see floating across the sky, cloud.
That's a cloud. Tell everybody that's a cloud.
And so when we call it a cloud, people then, you see this a lot in religion, by the way. When you look at the word cloud, they'll say, well, okay, well, why is it called a cloud? So then you start looking at root words. So you go to the root word, and then you look at the root word. Okay, the root word means something floating, right?
Right.
Okay, now, walk with me, everybody. Because if you don't, I'm going to appear crazy to you right now.
Like I was on heroin a minute.
You know what I mean? We're going to appear real crazy right now if they don't walk with us. I'm telling you right now. Okay. When you look at the root word for what cloud is, it has its own meaning. Let's just say something. I don't know if it's right or not, but let's just say something that's levitating or something that's floating. Okay. All right. That's what we call
Evaporated
the
water.
root word.
Evaporated water.
Okay. Evaporated water. That work for you? No, because it didn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
Because we don't know what it is anyway. You're telling me. I'm looking it up.
It's what we decided the root word would mean. Because alphabets in and of themselves, symbols in and of themselves mean nothing.
You've never seen it.
They mean nothing. If I draw a straight line, if we're in Roman times, it's Roman numeral number 1.
Right.
If we're during this time, it's one part of if it's horizontal, it's one part of a square or a rectangle.
Right.
If it's depending on where else you go, hey man, this could mean the god Osiris.
Or
Just
one.
whatever meaning you attach to it.
Yeah, one.
Right? Okay. That is what social constructionism is dealing with. I know some deep shit,
It's
Los.
like
I know Los is deep. So if you look at well, yes, it is vertical. Absolutely. It is vertical. So when we say, okay, let's look at vertical. So we have a line that goes straight up and down.
That's a
Okay,
one.
but we said that's vertical.
Right.
Why is that vertical?
Because we said that's what that means.
Because the root word of vertical, we said,
Straight
okay,
up and down.
represents this. But you could have just as easily said it's circular.
Right.
If the words in and of themselves are arbitrary, I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. Walk with us. If the words in and of themselves are arbitrary meaning it can be something else as easily as what you called it.
Right.
So if it's vertical, we're like, okay, yeah, it's vertical, and vert and all that kind of stuff. That's what vert means. Yeah, okay, but how did the root word get its name?
People
Because
said
we decided.
this is a
That
line.
means
That's a Roman,
this.
in Roman times. That's a one.
Exactly.
Now that's a vertical line.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So they could either say this is a horizontal line,
Exactly.
This is
It
horizontal,
could have
this
been
is vertical.
horizontal.
and we would have
We
believed that shit.
we know the root of horizontal basically means to be on a flat plane. But what we're trying to get you to understand is when you look at how flat or whatever the root word of horizontal is, lying in a position, a certain position, that could have easily been called something else.
Right.
Maybe it's the horizon. when you look at the sunrise.
We look at the
you're looking at
excellent analogy.
You're looking at a flat surface.
Excellent analogy.
So-
Donald, horizon. See the root words?
Yeah.
But we could have said vertical.
Right.
This is very important for reasons I know they don't see right now. I'm certain of it. I am 100% certain of it. If they keep walking with us, we going somewhere. Horizontal, horizon, could have just as easily been vertical.
Verizon.
Verizon, you know. Can you hear me now? That's how we started out, right?
That's how we started out.
That's how the show started. Can you hear me
That's what
now?
I'm trying to tell you. Can you hear me now?
So, if you understand that, constructionism messes with our reality. If everything in the world, in terms of how we relate to it, is a matter of the meaning that we've given it, you have to understand whatever meaning was applied to words, symbols, stories, experiences, food, people, identification, etc., etc. What you have to come to grips with is you have no idea what reality really is.
Why is that real? We made that shit up.
It's real. Okay, so I had you remember my teacher, Lisa Osbeck.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Osbeck and I had this debate, and she put the nail in the coffin on me. I said, Lisa, if reality is what we make it and what we've defined it as, operative words, defined it as, then how do we know what's real and what's not? Lisa's response was this: Ron, if I walk up to this thing right now and kick it, I'm going to hurt my foot. So regardless of what you want to call whatever that is, something presented itself as, this is one of the concepts from, absolutely, Stephanie, absolutely. That whatever you kicked had an endless. I wouldn't care if I called this jelly. There's a huge box in front of us right now, like a, what is it called?
The ottoman.
Ottoman. There's an ottoman in front of us right now. If I took my foot right now and kicked the ottoman as hard as I wanted to, and let's say we called that ottoman not an ottoman. Let's say we called it jelly. If I kick jelly, my foot gonna go through it, isn't it?
Yep.
But we called it jelly, but I kick it and now my toes are broken. I have to deal with a real reality in front of me, regardless of what you want to call it.
You know that's gonna hurt your foot.
Whatever meaning you want to give to it. If you do that, there is a real reality that you have to deal with, regardless of what you want to call it. You see where I'm going. Regardless of how you feel about it. Whatever label or name you gave it, there is also a real reality that may conflict with it or not.
Right.
But whatever that reality is, you got to deal with it.
You know it's there. You know
And it's there.
real. I know that's gonna hurt my foot.
It's there. Because when I
hit my
kicked
foot on
it,
something,
that's
that
right.
shit hurts.
That's right. That's right.
And I know that.
That's right.
You know, that jelly hurt, motherfucker.
That's right.
It hurt.
The reason, and I know we only got 3 minutes left, my goodness. The reason I thought this was an excellent conversation to have was for two reasons.
So they can see we're on some serious drugs.
I'm not. I got a drug test to take. I got a job, nigga. All right. But yeah, I'm good. I'm clean, y'all. Take care of yourself.
So here's the reality. It's not drugs.
But on the cool, man. Like, so this is why I wanted to bring this up as an issue. And I'm not trying to influence anyone to think in any direction. I only want you to understand what the conversation is. That's very important. Religion struggles with social constructionism. So does different aspects of sexuality, or if I just want to say it, the transgender movement. They struggle with social constructionism. But the transgender movement understands social constructionism. And if you don't understand social constructionism, they're going to whoop your butt every time. Because what they're trying to get us to understand, and they're right, on this regard, they're right, hey man, gender is fluid. Gender depends on whatever society you were raised in. You never once, Brother Los, Brother Black Hands, y'all never once looked at any picture of William Shakespeare and thought social or sexual deviance. You never did.
No.
Never. You never even thought maybe he's gay or maybe he's being feminine or whatever. You never thought that. And the reason you never thought that, with the tutus, the heels, the dress, all that kind of stuff. The reason, but even though the time, now follow me everyone, the time period in which you was exposed to that, that was unacceptable for men. But you never thought it was unacceptable for men at the time that you saw that. But you never once thought, oh man, Shakespeare was gay. That never ran across your mind. Because you came into an understanding that this is how people dressed in a certain time period, in a certain location on the planet. So
it was cool with them. Everybody it was cool.
No issue.
It was the norm.
No issue. It was the norm. No issue. And that's where you have to give the transgender movement their credit, because they understand that gender is fluid. My argument is don't confuse it with sex. That's a whole nother subject. But we're gonna stay on top. So when you understand, when the transgender community is trying to get you to understand, hey man, look, masculinity, femininity, this kind of stuff, those are things that can change depending on whatever time period you live in. They're absolutely correct. The Romans ruled most of the world in miniskirts, and no one questions their masculinity. You have to understand and open your mind.
Because you're wearing a uniform.
That was the uniform.
So you're a tough motherfucker.
Absolutely. And now, if we look at the United States military, the Army, whatever, thank you so much, Stephanie Wilburn. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry you can't stay. But if you look at the sisters in the Army, like our sister, Tamia Anderson, she wore pants. That's just what we wore. Okay. So now, if you understand that, then you have to understand that social constructionism is not a reality in and of itself as a definite fact or a proof positive. All social constructionism is your relationship to whatever we're talking about based on what the group has already agreed to.
Right. There's a lot of shit that's been agreed to.
That's heavy.
2022.
You understand what I'm saying? That's heavy.
Can't change that shit.
I think this is so vital. It's because now you are having to question things like, notice how we used to say truth. Truth is something that goes across the board. It doesn't change. Truth is immutable. Truth doesn't change, et cetera, et cetera.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, truth is not subject to your subject. The only thing we have in the history of man, because it's immutable, it applies equally across the board, it applies across time, are the 4 laws of thermodynamics. An object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon something else. An object in motion will not stop unless acted upon something else. Energy is not lost or gained, it only changes. These are laws. Everything else is up for discussion.
The other one is death. We're not beating death.
So here's the deal about death, man. We're still talking social constructionism. I think we have to go off the air. Man, I wish we had more time.
Like,
Damn.
these things in life.
I wish we
can't
had
change.
more time.
Can't change fucking death.
Tibet. And they will sit you in front of the Dalai Lama. And the Dalai Lama will be able to tell you, I've been here before. And I've been here before in multiple lives, and be able to tell you what happened in those multiple lives. I said, one of the laws of thermodynamics is energy is not created nor destroyed, it only changes. The Buddhists see the human spirit the same way. I'm not asking you to believe in it. We're only talking about the conversation and what people believe, which feeds into social constructionism. Because Westerners believe Once you dead, you done, you out of here.
See you,
So
bye.
that's what we believe.
Or you go to heaven.
Oh, you go to heaven? Okay, cool. You go to heaven, you go to hell, you go to purgatory, ask the Catholics. Cool. No issue, no problem. But reality, on the same exact physical phenomenon of death. Same exact phenomenon. They see it. They see and experience an entirely different reality.
See another motherfucker. What's up, Los? Man, my name is Los. Yeah, it's Los.
Dolly Los. You know what I mean? Dolly L.
I've seen you before.
But that's why, and we're gonna go ahead and close it out, man. I sure hate it. We could go for hours on this. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna continue this conversation.
Should have called it. Yeah,
man, it's all good, man. We'll come back to it. Hey, if you all enjoy these kind of conversations, we really do mean this. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your attendance. And you could have done many other things tonight, but you decided to join us and listen to these brothers talk about things that we think are important. If you're interested in, like half-naked women on the screen bouncing their booties up and down and, or hearing things that people have grappled with since day one, and conversations that we deal with on a daily basis. And we're always trying to make people more informed and educated after they leave us than when they came to us. This is your channel, man.
Let everybody else.
This is your channel, man.
You know people that enjoy that kind of shit.
You know what I mean?
Today they learned that low muscle.
You know what I mean? No, you good, man. No, you good.
That's a table.
But that's how they dismiss you.
High.
That's how they dismiss you.
Right.
That's how they dismiss you. Like Dave Chappelle said it best, and you see it applied to Kanye. When people can't understand you, they have to dismiss you as crazy.
Right. They have to say you're the
They have to dismiss you as high. Because you're coming from a frame of reference they can't relate to.
Right.
Or they'll do like we'll do one of our other, viewers, whatever. Hey, I'm out. I can't deal with this. All right, cool. Because what you're looking at is you can't challenge my reality. Because if you challenge my reality, you're challenging my identity. If you challenge my identity, now you're crumbling everything that I thought was true about me. And you're going to make me rebuild at the age of 50?
Right.
If you caught me at 10 or 20, I could have dealt with it. Maybe. But you're telling me that reality is not what it is? At 50, 60, 70? It would destroy you. You would jump off the nearest bridge if you didn't know how to compartmentalize and understand it. But we didn't go on 7 minutes over. And we thank you all for your time this evening. I'm Brother Ron.
Brother Loey instead of Neo.
Oh God!
Instead of Neo, I'm Loey. I'm in the Matrix.
I'm Morpheus, Neo. Leo. That's the name, Leo. And we got our brother back there. What's up?
Oh, Black Man over here. Remember my arcade, and if you want some reality,
She's one of those things that chases us.
You know what I mean?
Long dreads coming at you.
Hey man, we thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We know this is not one of the most popular subjects, but we will revisit this conversation, I assure you. Thank you so much for your
next time y'all join in too.
Absolutely. We are the Daily Smoke, and we are out, family. Thank you so much.
Peace.